Greetings, folks. Good morning to you all. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. It is 8:17 here in Columbus, Ohio, and as usual, I'm in the dungeon here making the video today. Now, for today's video, I'm going to talk about the future plans for 2015 and 2016. This year went by really fast, very fast. I can't believe it. Next month will be December, the end of 2014. It's crazy. Daughters will be 3 years went by that quick. Very fast. But anyway, the plans for the future 2015. Now, I'm going to talk about language plans. I'm going to talk about my language plans first and my daughter's language plans. So basically, you guys already know what I've been doing for this entire year. I have several languages going on. If you've seen the video I made, I believe it was in January, I had a list of languages, active languages that I was doing, that I've been doing. And yeah, a lot of those languages are still going on. I've been doing it for the whole year, but I have one particular language that I've been putting the most in, and as you guys know, that language is Somali. I've been going strong with Somali a bit over a year, and my motivation is still high for this language. So what I've decided to do is, for the future, I'm going to still be doing other languages, but I'm going to carry Somali over. I'm going to do Somali. I'm going to spend another year doing Somali. So I plan to spend the whole year 2015, working on Somali language, and we'll see where I am by that time. Now, 2016, excuse me, I've been doing some scouting here. I like to use this term, scouting, just searching around, just this area, just watching out for different natives. And lately, I noticed that there has been a lot of Nepali people here. Every time I go out and level up, I always meet Nepali people. When I go over to Walmart, Nepali people are everywhere. The employees, they have a large staff of people who are from Nepali. So what I've decided to do is 2016, I'm going to start learning Nepali. I could do it earlier, but what I want to do is I want to work on it in the same way as I'm working on Somali. I want to put it in my most active group. Okay, that's what I want to do for Nepali. I really want to nail that language. But this is, of course, going to be after Somali. I think it's a great idea because, as I said before, as I always say, when you have large populations of people from a particular country, I mean, they're everywhere. You don't even have to go to this market. You can just go to an American market and you just see them all the time, working at the cash register, walking around, stocking. That's a perfect opportunity to take advantage of the language, learning that language, because you have so many different opportunities to practice. It only makes sense. So I think it's going to be a good thing to do, because I can just go up to Walmart or these other markets, and there's a lot of Nepali markets as well. But like I said, I don't even have to go to the Nepali markets. Nepali people are everywhere. I see elderly people all the time, even working at the Asian market, Nepalis, So I think it's going to be really good to get into this language and learn. But like I said, that's not going to be until 2016. I'm busy with Somali right now. So yeah, that's my plan for 2015 and 16. These other languages I'm still doing. I have my partners. It's just, I'm getting them in. I'm getting the practice to be able to maintain them. That's my main thing, is maintaining these languages. I'm still learning, but I'm not really immersed in putting a whole lot of effort into them. I'm putting effort into them, but not as much effort as I'm putting into Somali. What I mean by this, for those of you who are confused, like for right now, Somali, every day I'm listening to something like when I wake up in the morning, I listen to news or something on YouTube in Somali. I listen to that for about 10 minutes, do that, and then I have my audio playing constantly, and I'm revising, textbooks, and then I have my newspaper readers. I do all that stuff every day, grammar work, just really immersing myself in the language and trying to practice as much as I can. That's what I'm doing for Somali. I can't do that with the other languages. I can't. I can only do a limited amount of things. I can only do a limited amount of things for the other languages. I mean, I'm still getting the practice in and I'm still learning, but when you immerse yourself in the language, you get, there's a lot of things you do. You get the pronunciation down accurately. You're getting the accent down. You're getting the rhythm down of the language. You're really nailing all that stuff. And it's really difficult to do that with multiple languages. I mean, you can meet with a native and get corrected, but I think the immersion, the true immersion, when you're doing all this listening and you're watching TV, on top of practice with native speakers, is truly effective. That's the most effective way to go about getting those things down. And that's what I'm doing for the Somali language, and I want to do that for Nepali. So these languages, I know most people say, well, that sounds like you want to go to a higher level, like maybe a native level, high level. That's what it sounds like. But yeah, I really do. Somali, I'm really trying to go to a native level. Why? Because of the population of the people. We have the second largest population of Somali people in the U.S. I mean, you will see, you come here, everywhere you go, you see Somali. Driving on the street, Somali people. You see they all over the place. You go to American grocery store, Somali people. They're all over. And especially, I'm in the perfect area. Like this area, lots of Somali people. A whole lot of them. That's why every time I go to Walmart, you see Somali people. You're always gonna see Somali level up videos because they're everywhere. So I feel that if you want to do native level, you have to have a certain amount of exposure. If you don't have the exposure, you don't have the people around like that, you're going to be wasting your time. Why would I spend time trying to get to a native level when I can't use the language that much? It doesn't make any sense. When you're trying to get to a native level, that means you either going to the country where you're going to have a lot more exposure or you just in an area, in a state or wherever you are, where there's a large concentration of these people. Those are the times when you want to take advantage and go to like a level that high. And I want to do that for Somali. And I'm thinking I'm going to do it for Nepali. So that's my plan. What else? Yeah, so that's 2015, 2016. And as far as my daughters, I mentioned them. See, they right now, people were asking me, am I teaching them languages right now? I haven't started teaching them any languages. Teaching versus learning, this, what they call it, acquisition, whatever you want to call it, is different. Like right now, my daughters can speak English. They can speak English. They can speak English, Mandarin, and Taiwanese. They're not completely fluent yet, but they can put sentences together. They can put sentences together in all these languages, and it really, if they want stuff, they can ask for it. But so they're not putting like, having like full conversation. They're only 2 years old, but they're able to talk. They can they can give commands. They can ask for things. They can do all this in those languages. See, they're not being taught those languages. See, they're at a stage where they're just immersed in the language and they just hear stuff and they copying. That's all they're doing. They're not, they just listen to what we say and that's how they're picking it up. And that's normal. That's what children do. So I speak to them in English. They picking up everything I say in English. And all the Chinese they hear from my wife and sister-in-law when she's around, they just copy off of what they hear. They copying. So they just picking those languages up naturally. Okay. But as far as me teaching them languages, I think starting from, because they're about to be 3. So starting from 2015, I'm going to begin getting them immersed in Spanish. That's the next language. Let's see. Thought I heard the baby crying. That's the next language that they're going to, well, that's the first language that they're going to be taught. Okay. So I'm going to get some material for Spanish and start getting them immersed starting from January, you know. So, you know, they're toddlers. So lots of music, you know, children's songs, you know, pictures, all that stuff, just some basic stuff to get them started. So I'm planning on doing something like that in 2015 for them. And then once they start getting, you know, once I see that they're getting used to it, then, you know, we'll do another language. But I'm going to spend some time with them learning Spanish. Because why? Spanish is a popular language. Spanish that's the second, you know, that's the second language of the U.S. I mean, the language is so common and easy to practice. So when I take my girls out, when they go out to level up, we go to these Spanish markets, they're going to practice with Spanish people. So it only makes sense. So I decided to do Spanish as a first language for them. Other than that, what else? I think those are the plans for 2015 and 16. I still have my languages that the languages that I talked about at the beginning of this year. Those are still going on. Somali going very, very strong, very, very strong. And oh yeah, speaking of Somali, before I end the video, there's something else that I want to start doing here. Man, I hope I'm not getting sick again. Hold on for a second. Let me drink some water. Man, Somali. I was thinking about this the other day. Somali, okay, what I want to do, and I've been getting people asking me, you know, if I can do more level ups during the week. They say, oh, wish you could do like 4 level ups a week. It's hard to do that many level ups, especially when you gotta, if they're long, you gotta add subtitles. But what I will do is, I'm going to do, I'm going to do some more level up videos during the week. Like, for example, that one I did at the pizza shop with the Somali guy, I'm going to do more videos like those. And those videos, I'm just going to go to a place just because it's my most active language. I'm going to do more of those just to show you guys how you need to practice, especially when it's a very active language like that. So I'm gonna make those videos a couple times a week, and I'm not gonna subtitle them. Okay, that's the only thing about this. I'm not gonna subtitle them. I know many of you not gonna like it, but I'm not gonna subtitle the video. I think if you guys been following me, you won't need subtitles, because you know if you've been following me and watching those level of videos, a lot of stuff comes up the same, and you probably pick up Somali. So that's the only thing. I'm going to make these videos during the week, but I'm not going to subtitle them. Okay, put them together, upload them, and release them. And that's simple. It's really easy to do that. But when it comes to subtitle work, that's a lot of work. So that's the thing I'm going to do with that. That's what I'm going to do with Somali during the week. Just, you know, upload a couple videos. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how many I'm going to do, but I'm going to upload a few during the week. Maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll see. But they're not going to be subtitled, and that's going to make it even more easy to upload the video. Because all I do is render the video, put the clips together, render it, edit it, do whatever I need to do, and then just upload it on YouTube. So yeah, that is it. Also, those of you who are waiting for this next level of video, it's coming. It's actually already on YouTube. It just needs to be subtitled. And today is actually my first day starting subtitles. I didn't have time to do it over the weekend. I was so busy with the family. So I had to wait for today to do it. So I'm spending today and the next few days working on that video. So I would say by the end of this week, you know, it should be up. You guys can watch it throughout the weekend. So that's for Those of you who are wondering, where's the next level of video? It's coming. I just need to sit down and put that work in, put that serious work in, serious. Anyway, that is it for this video. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for viewing, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.